This is a review of Transformers Avengers on Voyager Class Ratchet. Enjoy. Okay, so this figure is a bit of a strange one. All the other figures I covered so far have had little to no repaints done for them, except for Q, who has one of the rarest repaints ever to find. Anyway, but yeah, this guy is special in the fact that his mold has two other variants to the one that you see here. The normal version and the Night Ops version, which I personally want, which I personally want as the other repaints as well. But the Night Ops one especially just looks so sick. Editor's note, I kinda forgot that there were two other variants that I forgot to talk about, which were the Rescue Ratchet and the Darkerland Voyager Ratchet repaints. Yeah, my bad. Kinda forgot they existed, but hey, can you blame me? I haven't really seen all of the variants, and I did remember seeing these a while ago, but just kinda forgetting they existed, so that's on me. But anyway, back to the originally scheduled video. Sorry, I'm just a little stupid. So then, you might be wondering, which version am I looking at right now? Well, you're looking at the Revenge of the Fallen Desert Tracker version, which has no differences other than the paint scheme. And speaking of the paint scheme, it feels very dark and not that vibrant. Unlike its normal counterpart, which has the almost highlighter yellow color and black wheels on under chassis, this version's green is very dirty and muddy looking, with dark gray wheels and an under chassis to match. Even the Night Ops version, which is mostly black with hints of lime green and dark gray, feel like it has more vibrance to it than this one. I might be biased though, as the Night Ops version is my favorite version. Now that I've talked about the paint scheme, let's move on to the next point of contention: the bulk. Another thing this toy feels lacking of is accuracy to the design. In the film, we see that Ratchet had a little bit of bulk, but not too much bulk. Here, he's just all bulk. This is one of the first few times, at least for me, where I feel like the robot mode suffers hard from the vehicle mode. It's too chunky for its own good, but I personally still like it. Next thing up is his weapons, or weapon. Technically, he has two weapons, but only one handheld weapon. His built-in weapon is in his right arm, and it's an axe of sorts, which just kinda exists. And then, there's his handheld weapon, which is his roll bar from the vehicle mode. Here it acts like a claw with a little lever on the spare tire that just slides back up to activate. Pretty cool piece of parts forming to me. Now, the articulation. So, Ratchet's articulation here is a little limited, and let me show you what I mean. So, first of all, here is his weapon. Can you see that? Yeah, that I showed. You gotta untab it, and then this. Yeah, that's it. That's what it is. A little lackluster, I guess, but it works. And then the weapon, his weapon, the axe, that I also mentioned as well. That's something he can use. But anyway, this is about his articulation, not those. I've already gone over those. On his hand right here. There you go. So his articulation is very limited in the fact that, well, can't really do much with his arms. They can go a full 360. Oh, you can't do that. Do a full 360 and can go back through the transformation hinge they're on. And then this can go out pretty far, go in like that, and then this can rotate and can pop off as well.
There you go. And then the fingers can't move at all. This one can kind of wiggle, and then this one as well, due to how it works. Head can do a whole 360 if you want it to. Yeah, like that. But he can't really look past it because his wheels are so freaking massive. But then you got the legs, and this is what I really mean by limited, and the fact that it can go pretty far, forward. Backward though is not much because this wheel is blocking a good majority of it right here, because it rubs against the top part of the front here. So yeah, and the bottom portion of his leg is even more because the foot can't really pivot that much. You can pivot up, but that's a transformation joint, and you really gonna use that? I'm not really sure. This as well, due to this back piece right here, for the car mode, that fell off. Of course it did. I'll show it later. Yeah, for the back mode, they can't really go back that much. It's about as far back as it can go, you know, and it's a bit strange. You can do 360 with that, I guess, but you know, not really that much to talk about. But and that's horrifying. That is, oh god. But yeah, that's really it. Not too much to talk about, like how with the other guys. It's a little simplistic, but a little limited. The chunky boy, and this piece fell off that covers his head in vehicle mode, because it likes to pop off a lot. And as well, you can plug on this piece on the back here, you know, in case you wanna. I personally think that looks really stupid, so I just take these guards off. I'm not doing it right now, but I don't take them off and just put the tire there because it looks a lot better. Oh lord. But yeah, that's about it. So yeah, and I cannot get this off, but yeah, that's about it. A little weird.
The transformation here feels very straightforward in how most of it works. The way the legs curl up to form the back and how the arms just collapse into their places and you slot the front windshield into place feels simple and very easy. Every time. The vehicle mode here, I think, looks great. The modified Hummer they used in the film always felt like it had a presence on screen, and here it doesn't disappoint. I think the colors here shine a little bit better in this mode, and things don't feel so cluttered. And it looks great next to the other Autobots. So now, we're at the end part. Do I say to pick one of these up? Well, it's kind of under your personal preference. For me, I don't really have much of a personal preference when it comes to these. I don't really care much for accuracy a lot, most of the time. But if I would definitely seek out the toys that strive to be accurate in terms of their modes. But this one definitely isn't really for everyone, as it's very chunky, and if you don't like that, then you're not gonna like this toy at all. There are many other good toys like that, like the MPM version, the Masterpiece movie version, which is probably the best accurate looking one. But in terms of accuracy, this one would definitely not cut it in terms of colors or just in overall looks. But if you really don't care about any of that most of the time like me, then I'd say yeah, it doesn't go for that much from what I've seen. And I think it's pretty decent. The articulation's kind of great. And, overall, it's pretty fun toy. But anyways, guys, that was my review on Desert Tracker or Razor Class Ratchet. Make sure to follow me on Facebook, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.